By the time we realized our mistake, we were already condemned. We brought this on ourselves. The composers of our own demise. It spread quickly. The police, military, government, everything collapsed as people scrambled to save themselves. Within a fortnight, over 6.5 billion people were dead. And the remaining 495 million? They became something else. My name is Damien Forte, and I am the last survivor in my city. It's been 3 years since the infection hit. This is my story.
Yo, bro, why don't you pick up some groceries on your way back, alright? We're running kind of low, and don't tell Mom, alright, but I'm broke.
Son, while you're living in D.C., we have to set some ground rules when your brother comes to stay with you.
I've been patient with you, Aiden. We need those schematics by 10 a.m. tomorrow, or else we need...
Mark, is your responsibility.
Come on, Aiden.
Aiden, this is your mother. Pick up the phone.
Aiden, pick up the phone, man.
Aiden.
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 thought the wall would stop them.
We hoped the cold would freeze them.
We thought the army would crush them.
But nothing worked.
We're all alone.
And they just keep coming.
Agony Island, a recently discovered land of mysteries, progress, and opportunity. An untapped source of scientific discovery, just waiting to be explored and researched. You have a chance that comes once in a lifetime to become a part of history, to do your part in uncovering the mysteries of Greenwich. Under the watchful eye of the New Light conglomerate, you will be kept safe and sound from any dangers that may come. We can't afford to sit on our hands as we watch progress pass us by. We must grab this opportunity by the throat, and yours will be the hands that grasp it. Stand proud, stand tall, and stop at nothing! Your heroism and your courage will become the foundation of the new world!
There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to help us. No one to hear us. If there was, don't you think we'd have found them? This world is dying. We have to accept it. There's only us. Why do you keep going up there? What are you hoping to find? Each time you go out there, I wonder if you'll ever return. The metro is all we have left. And I don't want to die here alone. There's a world out there, Artyom. I want to...
The Queen is waiting for us in her tower. You better hurry up, pet.
It'll never end. Our blood will fill the eternally thirsty chalice. I dream of offering myself to her, fill her mouth with my blood, to be near her, at least for a while. Never. It'll never end. Our blood will fill the eternally thirsty chalice.
Yara! Where's the other apostate? Clip her wings.
Yara. Demons are coming. Cut her down. She's one of them.
Lev.
Watch your backs.
trophy. They've spotted us. We need to get away. And while a child, you can easily be killed, even by the weakest humans. We're trapped on this bridge. Maybe there's an escape route. Okay, I think we're safe. As you move around the caves and tunnels that these creatures inhabit, you'll see what humans have done to your kind over the years. Sneak to safety. Now, one of the things about being a young creature is that you can crawl into spaces that no human could follow. Now, this huge cave with the mysterious tree is one of the last few places of refuge in the world for creatures like you. So that's the world through the eyes of a young creature, running away from even the weakest human. Now we're going to go forward in time and see the world through the eyes of a larger, more powerful adolescent creature, and see what they're capable of doing.
I'm Kevin Scarf. I'm the marketing director on Last Year. Last Year is an asymmetrical multiplayer horror game where one killer has to hunt down a group of teenagers. I'm playing as the Slasher, one of 3 playable killers that ships with the game. The game is set on Halloween night in 1996. We've been meticulously crafting a universe that draws you in and puts you in the center of your own 90s horror film. Survivors can actually fight back with weapons, so being the killer means you need to be smart and creative with how you attack your victims. One of the best ways to do this is with Predator mode. This lets the killer unspawn and turn invisible at any time. The killer can then move extremely fast, completely invisible to the other players, and use this to plan the perfect ambush or toy with the survivors. To spawn in or out, the killer has to be out of sight, or use the environment as a spawn point. There's a couple of survivors now. It looks like Chad and Troy. They might actually have weapons already, so it could be risky to try and attack 2 people head on. What I'll do is unspawn and look before I plan my attack. First, I'll place a trap here. Last Year is filled with different environmental spots, like this trapdoor, that the killer can use to separate survivors from one another. Now I'm going to actually use that skylight up there as my spawn point. Now that I've trapped him, I'm going to go in for the kill.
Bear is a powerful ally that will help me during challenging combats. He is also a very fast and friendly mount, which is quite handy to travel across the vast and seamless world of Wild. Finally reached the sacred location, where I will be able to summon the snake divinity in order to save the poison member of my clan. The rabbit is very useful to stick into this cannibal camp, undetected.
Come on! Last truck, get in!
Want some of this? How about you?
How will you decide who belongs?
Thanks. I owe you.
How will you choose a place to call home? How will you build it? Work together to defend it. From the terror just outside the walls. When you get hungry, cold, what risks will you take? What mistakes will you make? When the only family you've got is about to tear itself apart, will you end a life?
Wait.
Or save it?
Please.
This is our only one, but we need everybody we've got. Too deep and realize no one gets
trying to accomplish this year.
Yeah, I mean, the most obvious difference so far is the last one was nighttime during the rain, and this is daytime during the snow.
Yeah, and that, and it's not just cosmetic, and I think that's one of the things we really wanted to emphasize, because this time we're showing sort of a day in the life of Deacon. You see he's on the drifter bike here. We wanted to show a little more of the bike riding and how the weather can kind of impact that. So we have this drifting mechanic, right? You see him kind of slipping and sliding around a little bit.
Changes the handling. today. That's really interesting. Now, there were wolves there last time, John, and these wolves would pursue you down this road, and then Deacon had to turn his back, shoot a wolf, and he got clotheslined right up there, didn't he?
Sniper rifle to take out this entire camp, because it would have taken them a while to figure out where the shots were coming from and to get to you. So, you know, that's a different way to play it. There's another way to play it, by the way, where you could have just stealthed in through the entire camp if you had the skills to do it. And you could have just taken everybody out silently, or almost everybody, and then you could have gotten up to where Manny's being held using a different route, and you know, just stealth killed that guy. There's no reason that you have to come in and run and gun it like Deacon is doing here.
Hey, how scarce is ammunition? Because I see him switching.
Sudre dos